my pleasure. Then I wrote her name down in a book, call it a ledger. I needed a sponsor, shorty was my pleasure. To give it up whenever I call, but not sweat her. I'm keeping it cool, not kicking no fast rap. Then she tryna talk me into blessing a cash app. Now I ain't mad at that, but I ain't that last cat. And yes, I understand that as fact. We passed that. Woman, I know shorty got a man, but she telling me that she ain't got no place to be in. She said she stay fantasizing and touching on it to show sex and me. She loves it when we doing it and doing it and doing it. She calling it up there for me.
Hey yo, hitting up the hotel every single weekend. Legs wide open on the bed is the beacon. Kicking the door, strap up and down deepin'. Plus to be hearing a man that's not speaking. Half Filipino or Puerto Rican. He not calling us, so she don't consider the cheap. Off running through strange things undercovers. We about to do strange things to one another. Let's go.
I know shorty got a man, but she telling me that she ain't got no place to be. She says she stay fantasizing and touching on the neck to show sex and me. She loves it when we doing it and doing it and doing it. She calling it up there for me.
Yeah, happy do year, 2020 do. Let's get it. They think I lost it. I just lay low on my bullshit, lay it out, watch it play out like a nigga that record shit. The bag's heavy, just cover, hold the mag steady, plug ready. So let's slide, we got a bigger day. 50 of them, half on the arm, now that's a bigger pay. Of course we see them watching, yeah we know they plotting. I refuse to get boxed in, fuck your whole top 10. I go to war with all of y'all niggas, nah I'm not them. See infrared on green, with the mind state of Hobson's. So let's get it poppin', y'all making war the only option. But our main focus is to stay focused. Hocus pocus, make it all disappear. Poof, blame, yeah, right in thin air. But we hear bumps talking greasy, grapevine through the air. Yeah, it's a new year. See, yesterday's price ain't today's price, nigga. Who cares? So fuck you and your thoughts you thinking. You creeping, trying to catch me sleeping. You bound to run into my demons. I've been trying to free them, have you set up to be set up. Even wet up for a small fee and leave them leaking. Yeah, that's right, I'ma get even, then it's deuces. I spit the truth in the booth. It's hard to find producers, so I jack niggas shit straight like that with no cap. Yeah, I'm strapped, see me suited and booted all black. We make sure we bring it back like pinstripe leaves and mock necks. We ballin' now while y'all hoes scream I got next. Let them menage with the 9, the pussy's hot sex. I put a ticket on your head, boy, you not a threat. I'm a vet, you a rookie. I'm with the bookies, let's bet. Move funny, sonny. I'm hitting you and your snow bunny. So pray for him. I'm knee deep in the cookie jar. The church's money. Once I get that, I flip that and let it work for me. While I work for me, this is verbal surgery. Before they throw dirt on me, I had to face it. The West Craven, digging deep in crates and basement. 10 out of 10, A+, nothing basic. So duck, I don't give a fuck. I'm like your uncle that stay wasted, but I'ma still make it. I'm too fly, drive too high. Who I got my eyes dotted, T's crossed, and my shoes tied. I'm 10 toes down now. You better have bars, heart, and a plan if you plan to go rounds. Deja vu, vu deja, 360, guard you now. Bah, bah, bah. Somebody ought to Somebody ought to Somebody ought to
Yeah.
1 2 1 2.
I've been so broke with no dough, now I got bands.
Yeah, I got bands.
I'm so down, I'm so up that I can't live.
I can't live.
Yeah.
Remember the days
TYATIC Media in the building.
Over a bottle and smoking a spliff. Before we leave, we get on the lake. So what's up now?
So what's up now?
Look at us now.
Look at us now.
Another touchdown.
Another touchdown.
My whole team's lit. My whole team's lit.
My whole team's lit, baby.
I won't stop till my whole team's rich. Till my whole team's rich.
10 years in a bando. I ain't trying to get stuck in a bando. I'm trying to get stuck in a Lambo. But I get it how I can though. 10 toes down like Rambo. Remember the days we stood on the strip from 132 to 135, smoking and drinking and planting a stick. Back in the days we call it a Vic. So what's up now? Look at us now. Another touchdown. Pass bust down. My whole team's sick. My whole team's lit. There's a war going on outside and we're expendable. I'ma still collect residuals.
Yeah.
You get critical. See, you ain't me, I ain't you. Energy's high, I'm ready to ride. Filled with the octane, blood in my eyes. Sweating and dripping, I've been through the fire. Refusing to lose, I'm used to the lies. Hate is alive, I will survive. Staying alive, cause this is the time. Gotta get it how you get it though. Better get it how you get it though. I can't tell you how you get it.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are now tuned into the sounds of your boy TYATICBEATZ. Child of God. TYATIC Music, TYATIC Media. We here, people. I'm gonna see what I could get away with tonight, and I'm gonna start playing some. Try to play some old school stuff. See if I can sneak that in. You know what I mean? Because I don't think we have enough of a good conversation, I should say, about hip hop, man. I have a lot of things to say about hip hop, you know. As a rapper for over 20 years, more than 20 years, yeah, I've been very observant of how this game has changed. So for me, it's a serious thing. So. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to play some old school hip hop. Probably talk over it. Hopefully that'll, you know, deter them from trying to cut my channel short by talking over it, not playing it all the way through. I'm not playing any videos, so we should be able to pull this off. Woo! Now, who remembers this shit right here? Who remembers Queen Latifah doing her thing? That first album, I bought that album. Around the time I bought the first MC Lyte album I bought. That was actually her second album. But Latifah had this rocking, man, back in the days. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We can do this. So I took a thought, then my brilliance I caught, and I agree, cause I already knew this. And you should wanna flex, cause I'm in full effects. Queen Latifah is 5-0 on this set. You've been begging and dying for somebody's rhyming to set you free. For God so loved the one he gave you me. I'm fooling, teaching those me in schooling. And the mic, this mic in my hand, I'm ruined. So prepare your mind for my lifeline. And meet the new queen of royal badness. Latifah has the spirit, so head for the water and dive into the wrath of my madness. It's in my yo. I love this album. I still do. De La Soul, the whole native tongue camp. The whole native tongue. De La Soul, Prince Paul, Kid and Play. I think they were even in it. No, they were not. They were not. That's a whole different group. Salt and Pepper, Kid and Play, Herbie Love Bug. Yeah, different group. But the Flavor Unit was rocking, man. We had the Flavor Unit, you know, native tongue. They was showing us all of that African love. So the Jungle Brothers, you know, Tribe Called Quest, the whole native tongue camp. Even Black Sheep. I didn't know Black Sheep was a part of it. And then at the last, you know, the late Apache, part of the native tongue unit. So, but what was crazy was Apache was the one of those artists that was showing the shift in hip hop. You know, when he did the song Gangsta Bitch, Apache pretty much showed us was creative,
but he spoke to that element in our community. You know, Gangsta Bitch, it represented the need to have, you know, a female by your side. You know, that's back when, you know, even in the streets, the thugs was talking about having females by their side, you know. So Apache was definitely speaking to the street crowd while being creative. If you listen to the lyrics of the Gangsta Bitch song, and he had lyrics in there saying things that was like, you know, his and her nons, like that was just, it was just the creativeness of it. And he still had imagination, even though he came from the streets of Jersey. And so the whole native tongue had us on another level. You know what I mean? This is before hip hop did the shift. And you started hearing rumors about Latifah having a girlfriend and things of that nature. So, you know, we watched hip hop change. I watched hip hop change. At my age, you know, I've been around for quite a long time, you know, especially to see this. Hip hop wasn't hip hop when I was born. But yeah, Queen Latifah, man. This is one of the female pioneers of this game, man. Yeah. So yeah. Let's go shuffle this. Okay. Put your weight on it. Here's another one. We already know about Big Daddy Kane, all right? I've never heard Big Daddy Kane shit on the girls. I've never heard that before. Big Daddy Kane shitting on the women? What? That did not happen. We were not into shitting on girls, on the females. First time I heard a rapper dump on a female, dump on a female was Slick Rick. My gosh, it looked nice. Put away your money. I'll buy that slice. I remember that. Slick Rick did that. He was the first one. The girl assumed that he stole his jewelry in his song. I remember that. You know? So we didn't have that. We was born to God. But they're just illiterate, so I don't consider it feeding off poison that's polluting their mind. And that's the reason I don't swine. I gotta maintain, accelerate my brain, and goddamn, it's hard being the cane. Gotta give it to me. Come on. I've been drinking tea. Come on. Yeah. I'm seeing how much I could get away with tonight. Because, you know, I gotta bring back that essence. Just like a dinosaur, but you never find no more, cause mine keep selling on wax like some kind of whore. Let me inject this flow of electric currency for all the party people preferring me. Spectating like a tourist, cause you never saw this style of rap kicking. So of course, unfortunately, I have to intercede with my thoughts because I know I'm playing music that may be copyrighted or licensed. I don't have the licensing for the music, but I want to play this. See, this is where I'm gonna be at with my channel, you know. Running like an athlete, but I got bad feet, so I don't chase you, nor do I wait to face you. Nah, that ain't in my nature. I just rip, shot, flip, top, and watch the C's get dropped as I manifest in hip hop. Runs like a struck, the tough like a Tonka truck, and just like lightning, they struck down on all the toy MCs that annoy. That's how I build and destroy. The poetic quencher, rough rhyme inventor with a groove so smooth you can't help but get into. So I'm advising competition to flee, cause I can bake an MC like Chef Boyardee. Holding my own on the microphone, cause I break bones just like sticks and stones. So let it rain as I put them in pain. God damn, it's hard being the king. Give it to me. Oh man, I miss clarity. I miss being able to decipher lyrics effortlessly. We're in a different time though. We're in a different time.
Because here's the Holocaust.
Above all laws in effect in all yours.
Cause I came to place a taste, a pace, a grace, a replace, a race, the waste without a trace. My vocabulary will just have your very days in a maze, so I fear no adversary. That means competition. They can't even touch this, even with ammunition. Break out the cage, you're going to an outrage. And I'm still
Here we go. He said, so this is a death threat.
The bullet just sweat, get in the way of your vision. Don't be missing when I get set to go on a rampage. Start a one-man race, total destruction as I rip up the damn stage and leave it in ruin from the damage that I'm doing. To prepare the atmosphere as I put you in it. The move of a smooth operator to spark this flow. And so, I crush the stomp the cough, and try to get flying, face the ace. I put him in place, proceed him, retreat him, defeat him, delete him, and beat him, and eat him, and all the rest of that good stuff, cause I don't need him.
Yo, bro.
Survivor can remain, and goddamn,
Big Daddy Kane.
Get up.
Like I said, man, I never heard things like before Snoop. I've never heard guys actually dumping or shitting on the women. That was not cool. Dumping and shitting on your mom, that was not cool. You don't bring that kind of laundry to the game. We're trying to escape the reality of this, the lives that we're living, and then you want to reflect it in the music, not just like it started out with trying to find solutions because we're just pointing out the disparities in our communities. But instead of, you know, trying to come up with solutions or letting the rappers promote these solutions, y'all want to continuously perpetuate the hell, the fucking torment, and you want to put it in a song. At first, it was just reflective. It was just a mirror of what we were going through. But now it's a glorified thing to be a drug addict, dope fiend, going to jail, so on and so forth. You know? Oh, I don't know why my nose is still running. Man. Yeah. The weather's changing, so I gotta definitely drink my tea. Drinking my tea. But my opinion about hip hop is very different from what everybody else's opinion is. You know, I've been listening to hip hop and doing hip hop for so long. So for me, this shit is serious. I've watched the evolution of this hip hop shit.
Cause you really bring out the best in me. Bring out the best in me. You bring out the best.
I've had many conversations. You know,
Yeah, so let me steady your
many conversations about certain rappers. Eminem, that's a whole segment there. Like, I mean, really, I don't flow with the regular consensus. Yeah, he's the GOAT or a GOAT. I mean, I maybe one of the GOATs, but not the GOAT. I don't even think there could be the GOAT. I don't even think that can exist. The GOAT. But right now, we're going to take a chill break on that, and we're going to listen to some of the music. I could let my music go through, but the other artists that I play, I have to talk a little bit over them, give a little bit of the music, and then talk.
Hey yo, niggas looking suspect, faking on the jack, looking at me suspect, surprise smack.
Jay the Banger, Ty the God,
He got jack.
Motivation,
With his man in fist black.
No Games Poe. Let's go.
I'm back. Dead time for the robbery, and that's that. I'm on some new shit. A 9 to 5, my wife need me. Provide fuck hanging outside, keep life easy. And homeboy had to prove a point and got greasy. And homeboy had to prove a point and got greasy.
Starting the Bronx, we ain't had nothing. Went outside, ate snow, we had nothing. Fruit stamps, government cheese out in front. Went all the way to Morris Avenue to suffer. I've been on the block. My cousin gave me his shoes. I only had one sock, one shirt. Nobody really gave us nothing. Niggas be talking, but I be thinking they really front.
Really front. Yeah.
Nobody really gave us nothing.
Once again, you tuned in to Ty the Guard, TYATICBEATZ. Shout out to everybody tuning in. You know? Yeah. Me too. Wow. Wow. All right. I got the ginger ready. I got the lemons ready. Yeah, I got the turmeric ready. Yeah. Winter's coming. It's getting cool outside. Let's get prepared. Jay the Banger. Let's go.
Niggas looking suspect, faking on his jack. Looking at me suspect, surprise, smack. Memory on point, he got jack. 52nd Street with his band and bitch black. Time sergeants have starved, I'm back. Dead time for the robbery, and that's that. I'm on Sanusi, a 9 to 5, my wife need me. Provide for hanging outside, keep life easy. And homeboy had to prove a point and got greasy.
Yeah, you just hearing a mix of the old school
Starting the Bronx.
mixed with some of my original.
Went outside, we had
Let's go.
Food stamps, government cheese, I ain't front. Went all the way to Morris Avenue, the
softest. Let's go.
I've been on the block. My cousin gave me his shoes. I only had one sock, one shirt. Nobody really gave us nothing. Niggas be talking like I be thinking they really front. Nobody really gave us nothing. Niggas be talking, but I be thinking they really front.
Yeah, so as you can see with my music, I try to bring that essence back. We're not glorifying any of this stuff that they glorify. We're not trying to force on the public. You know what I mean? That's pointless. You know what I mean? You can't be rich living next to somebody who's, you know what I mean? It's not realistic. So yeah, back in the days, Trump used to floss on us, you know, when he was a playboy before he became president, which he's not a politician. So we try to live up to that. And we used to shout Trump out all the time, man. We all shouted Trump out. I know there's numerous rap songs where we shouted Trump out. Trump was the man in hip hop at one point. So, you know, that's why you gotta use your own brain. You gotta use your own mind, your own thinking. Now, I'm not advocating that I'm gonna vote for the guy, but we're not gonna play like we don't know. Yeah.
We came a long way, posted on blocks.
Shout out to King.
Grind through the week, church on Sunday, right after hit the runway. Pray we make it to Monday. Who cares what Dunn say? He ain't paying with Sunday. Most high couldn't save us. While let the streets play us, we was deep hell raisers. Plus the streets done raised us. Pressure on our neighbors like we out doing favors. We never let them take us. Y'all minor, we in the majors. Y'all gonna die broke and always be haters. See the rules change. My dudes into new things. Invest in props and stocks, owning a few things. Coming through on loopy. Coops with the soup seats, they straps with the 2 E's. Cause niggas still goofy. They better warn them about the pressure we put on them. Corner blocks don't want them. Y'all can have them, don't want them. There's nothing we can say to them, so please pray for them. Please pray for them.
Shout out to King, man. If you're watching, shout out to you, my brother. TYATICBEATZ, TYATIC Media. We here, man. We doing it.
It's like a video game, I keep losing to the boss.
Y'all gonna get familiar with this music.
Loss after loss after loss. It's all real. What the deal? Keep it all.
Y'all gonna get familiar with this music before, so.
First you getting excited, next you getting indicted. I guess he didn't hire the right lawyer to fight it. Got a nigga in cuffs, it went all to the left. See, I call it an L when you catching an F. Then you sit in the cell after catching your breath. Another lesson learned, they won't break the best. See, I learned from the best, and I practice survival. You bite the hand that feeds you while it's holding the Bible. I stay away from snakes, y'all be calling them haters. You can't front on the guard, that's just making them greater. When we was going through shit, nobody know nothing. Nobody gave us shit, so
we don't owe nothing.
Owe nothing.
Yeah. So as I was saying earlier, I was talking about the Eminem dilemma, where everyone is calling this guy the GOAT. And I come from this era. Queen Latifah.
Let's start the show, all sisters and go look alive.
45
Queen
King.
Latifah, the king of 45, bringing a mixture, a pure flavor. I make beats, she write rhymes, so I gave her a sample sound. Then she added a compound word. This is for those who haven't heard of King and Queen. Combine minds and trample those who oppose us. Here's an example.
The 45 King. That was I've always admired his style, the way he put them beats together.
The king and queen is on the set, the competitions.
And using 45, he literally used 45 to sample Stacks. I remember Stacks. The record company had
use your imagination.
45.
Picture this: any male or female rapper trying to diss. Hip hop excitement and enticement. When my competitors killed, I go build with my enlightenment. Teach the youth, feed the needy. Confident, a descendant of Queen Nefertiti. The mother of civilization will rise like the cream and still build the
Queen Nefertiti. We were saying all kinds of things in the hip hop, man. I loved it, bro. It took me away from the project, bro. They were telling me I was God. Rakim was telling me I was God. I said, what? He's God? How, man? How? But as I got older, man, they educated me. The hood has educated me and let me know who I was. And I found out I was God a long time ago, that we are God. That's not the point of this, but the different wiring that they were putting in our mind.
I put you to a test. The rhymes of Romeo.
The beats of Juliet.
Word. These were the things that definitely made us think about hip hop differently. Public Enemy, X Clan. Nobody talks about X Clan. That's another thing.
It takes a ton of MCs to prevail against me. Just listen, I'm unstoppable. You want a mission? This one's impossible. Beats
like I said, King's Son. We had King's
My
Son.
talent's advanced. You haven't a clue how I do it. The smoothest, loopest.
Brand Nubian.
I wear it. Many attempts was made, none was recognized. 45 King set sound personified.
Not Tupac and Biggie.
Check, find out who's next. You're pretty good, but not quite.
Tupac and Biggie was not old school. If you ask Tupac and Biggie what old school was, they'll tell you Nice and Smooth. They'll tell you Queen Latifah. They'll tell you KRS. You know what I'm saying?
It's a usual act. Can't wait to beat out a 45 studio track. I meant to rap with no urge to sing. I'm DJ Mark, 45 King of Swing.
And I don't think it's us that claim Tupac and Biggie is old school. I don't think it's us if you catch it. It's not us. We're not saying Tupac and Biggie. They're handing our children that notion. Those in power with the ability to have a platform. And they speak and they refer to Tupac and Biggie as old school. And they're not old school. They were never old school, in my opinion. They're old to this generation. You know? But I've never referred to Biggie and Tupac as old school. When you want to say old school, they're not the go-to people. Onyx is not even old school. They were out in 93 and nobody says, oh, old school, Onyx. With the exception of Big DS, everybody's still alive with Onyx. Onyx is still here. Let's go. You tuned in to TYATIC Media, TYATIC Beats. Tie the guard. So, you know, along with playing my music, I'm giving you a taste of my motivation for how I rap, why I rap, you know, knowing that I could make my voice heard on issues, topics, things of that nature. This is why I do my thing, man. Trying to use a platform. Now I have a platform to speak. You could disagree, agree. I'm going to speak on it. Especially when it comes to hip hop, really. When it comes to hip hop, I gotta speak on it. Because it's, you know, not trying to be a DJ Academics. DJ Academics promotes the gang violence. He promotes it. I disagree if you, I doubt you disagree, but if you watch his content, even how he started out, it was promotion of the gangbanging. He's promoting beefs between gangs and things of that nature. Then he gets a podcast. Then he gets on a show later and says old school rappers are dusty. You wouldn't have a place. As everyone has said, you would not have a place. But we're going to keep it moving. TYATIC Beats, Tie the Guard.
You tell me that you want to see
TYATIC Media. I'm just rambling.
before. You see, I did not think that you and I will.
I'm just letting it go. You know what I'm saying? Whatever comes to mind, I'm going to say it.
I will put nothing above you for the rest of my days. I can't believe I said I love you. Guess loyalty pays. And you don't know what you're doing to me. I don't even know you, babe. Cause you really bring out the best in me. You bring out the best in me. You bring out the best in me. You bring out the best in me. I would put nothing above you for the rest of my days. I can't believe you. Yes, loyalty pays. You don't know what you do to me. No. Cause you really bring out the best in me. You bring out the best in me.
Pretty good lens.
You bring out the best in me. You bring out the best in me.
So let me steady your crown. Then pretend hoes is 10 toes down. Haters come around, but we smile when they frown. You give me the
What we shooting our videos with.
Cinnamon brown. I know that I'm God, but
shooting them videos with
that.
that.
The motivation behind the reason that I'm doing my best. I put you and I in a verse, put nothing verse. You and I see in the universe through the hue in your eye. Word bond, word to my mother, old earth. Providing the heaven and give birth to a new generation. For true God like liberation, she inspired me to want to save the nation.
Okay, so I have a question. All right. I have a question. All right. So I've had numerous discussions about Eminem, right? A lot of people don't agree with me on this Eminem thing, right? At the same time, there are a lot of people who do agree with me about Eminem. One of those people that have voiced their opinion about this Eminem guy is The Game, right? We don't give that guy much credit, you know, because of the facade he puts on about being the most gangster, the most tough. And we've seen some of the biggest dudes fall, okay? So you can't be referring to yourself as, you know, the most gangster or things of that nature. You know what I mean? So we've seen that. But nonetheless, Game came out with an album. Apparently, supposedly flopped. I don't know how many sales he's gotten exactly. But he has a song on there confronting Eminem, you know, on the about the idea of him being the greatest. So he comes at Eminem with a Black Stand song, and the Black Stand song is pointing out certain things that, you know, a lot of us are not keen to be, not keen to put out there. We're not trying to put anything out there that would go against popular opinion. But in this case, the game has let that be known that Eminem is not the GOAT. And I agree, not for the same reasons maybe that the game feels, but I agree. The game, the Eminem is not the GOAT. The way this record industry, has manipulated the music and the artistry, in my opinion, it's more of a strategic move. And to put Eminem out, okay, in a sea of rappers that do not express themselves clearly. They can't write a sentence. You can hear it in the lyrics. You can hear it in the way they convey their music. That the school systems are failing our kids. And you put Eminem out in a sea of rappers, amongst a sea of rappers that cannot read, they can barely write, and all they're talking about is shooting and killing somebody. Like, I you know, for me, it's like it would be obvious, you know. He's like, you know, it's like whack-a-mole and shit. You know what I'm saying? You see all these, it's like everything's level, and then here comes Eminem. Like, you know what I'm saying? But the way the public is set up, you know, you're hot one minute, then the next then you're cold. So I've seen people try to play Eminem in his last few albums as he's going through his drug rehab. You know, I've seen that. So for me, Eminem is like, again, he is one of those people that will put out in front of us while everyone else is talking on the same plane, on the same plateau. We're not elevated. We're just right here. And then y'all give Eminem the heads up. He's on TRL every other day when TRL was popping. When TRL was popping, Eminem was the man. You know what I'm saying? You would see him every other day. You know? Now he's coming out and he's choosing sides with 50 against Ja Rule, and he had nothing to do with it. You know, I don't even think Ja Rule, I don't even remember Ja Rule talking about Eminem when he beat with 50 and them started. Like, they're both from Queens, 50 and Ja Rule. So they've had beef. There was no Eminem. He picked a side though. Had nothing to do with Eminem. And Eminem picked a side. I get it. It's business. You're running with 50. But it's none of your business. But he had something to say. He had an opinion. He rapped. He said something about Ja Rule. He said something about the camp, about the Murder Inc. camp. So it was, in my opinion, it was unwarranted. You know, mind your business, sir. Like, I didn't think he had the right to speak on it. But we're going to keep this thing moving. Yeah. Once again, Jay the Banger. Out of God. Yeah. Let's go.
I know shorty got a man, but she telling me that she ain't got no place to be in. She says she stay fantasizing and touching on it for show sexy meeting. She loves it when we doing it and doing it and doing it. She throwing it up there. Repeat, yeah. Listen. Hey yo, with the whole measure, it was my pleasure. Then I wrote her name down in a book, call it a ledger. I needed a sponsor. sponsor. Shorty was my pleasure to give it up whenever I call, but not sweat her. I'm keeping it cool, not kicking no fast rap. Then she tryna talk me into blessing a cash app. Now I ain't mad at that, but I ain't that last cat. And yes, I understand that as that. We passed that. Woman, I know shorty got a man, but she telling me that she ain't got no place to be in. She says she stay fantasizing and touching on it and show sex to me. She loves it when we doing it and doing it and doing it. She calling it up there for me.
Yeah.
Hey yo, hitting up the hotel every single weekend. Legs wide open on the bed is the beacon. Kicking the door, strap up and down deepin'. Plus to be hearing a man that's not speaking. Half Filipino and Puerto Rican. He not calling her, so she don't consider the cheap. Off running through strange things under covers. We about
Let me
to
promote this, man. Let's get into this, man.
Let's go.
Crypto gang, where you at, man? Let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2.
She loves it when we doing it and doing it and doing it. She calling it up there for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fast shout out to my brother, Ohini Mara.
We official. It's that 2023 flow.
Yeah.
Shout out to all my brothers in the crypto gang.
Shout out to next year. That's what's up.
Hey yo, better recognize the name.
Yo, we be the crypto gang.
This is the type of shit that bang.
Bang.
Happening so insane.
Insane.
Better recognize the name. Yo, we be that crypto gang. This is the type of shit that bang. Happening so insane.
Yo, what you know about that though? Cryptocurrency, yo, that blockchain flow. Just wanna hate cause they can't relate. They came in late, they can't participate. Let me get this straight. We hooking up a plate. Paper hand niggas on the codes getting raped. Yeah, down the hand niggas by them coins we can stake. We the crypto gang, know the real from the fake. Yo, my people's got that ETH and that algo. We wait till the price goes down, no. We got the stable coins in the stack. We waiting to move so that the squad get racks. You others need to relax. That fiat currency is whack. Put that old shit in the back. We on track to revolutionize that. XRP, my nigga, you should buy that. BTC, the cold wallet getting fat. Then you see we spitting nothing but facts. Bring that heat, these 20 niggas can't match. We on that new shit, so they can't hang. We spitting them flames like it's propane. You better recognize the name. Yo, our squad, we be the crypto gang.
Better recognize the name. Yo, we be that crypto gang. This is the type of shit that bangs. Happening so insane. Better recognize the name. Yo, we be that crypto gang. This is the type of shit that bangs. Happening so insane.
Yo, you gotta understand what we talking about. Paper money ain't a flex, what you talking about? Knowledge is the thing you can't measure. Make more dough by pleasure. Disagree, gotta check your mental. Invest in yourself, God, that's essential. We diversify, the purse to pot. The work is why we surf the sky. I bought another coin when it rolled out. If it went to the bottom, I'ma hold out. I'ma get that back, homie, no doubt. Feeling lucky is funny, I double the money. The morning was sunny, hold your honey, cause you might wanna creep with a real boss. Throw your cash in the air, but still lost. It's not a big surprise to centralize and improvise to get the highs and send the rise. I hate dealing with the banks cause it's still trite. While I got you holding on for dear life. Hating on the king, calm that. I get that. Smart contract, smart combat. Making my wallet fat, so bear witness. Fucking with that crypto, bought another coin. That's a real definition of minding my business.
Better recognize the name.
Yeah. Timatic Media. But
Better recognize the name.
I was talking about Eminem standing out.
Yo, this is for my peoples in the know. Texting all these dudes like it's gas fees, yo.
I'ma let
Got
this
my
go
own coin
first.
on the DeFi flow. Getting all these coins at an all-time low. And for these corny niggas talking FOMO, these niggas on my no homo.
No homo.
I'ma break it down cause you're slow though. Frontin' on my team is a no-go.
No-go.
We talking about winning, you a no-show.
No-show.
We moving real time, you in slow-mo.
Slow-mo.
Run up in your spot, you like, oh no.
Oh no.
You ain't got no bread, call them no dough.
No dough.
Wait. They can't handle the weight or anticipate whether proof of work or it's proof of stake. If the market's going down, you capitulate. This is for my niggas in the 50 states. Buying LTC or that BTC or that XRP or that BNB. Yo, these other dudes, they ain't seeing me with the XLM or that TRX. My niggas cop that man and they grab that vet. Yo, you getting slapped for your disrespect. We just getting started, we ain't finished yet. You niggas in pain, grab the Percocet. With my squad better come correct. Let's go.
Let's go.
With my squad better come correct. Let's go. Go.
Yeah.
With my squad better come correct. Let's go.
Before I talk about that shit again, who remembers this? Yeah. Biggie and them use this. Took to Craig G. Shout out to Craig G and them Molly Mall, Brooklyn and Queens. Me and Molly Mall, we going one-on-one. For any sucker rapper that chooses to come. And for me, Craig G, aka the Kingpin, I drop science, can't you tell how I'm singing? They hate how I turn my mic cord to a whip. Suckers just have to flip, cause I'm so hip. Craig G and Molly Mall, we form the ultimate alliance. No sucker can deal when I'm dropping science. Dropping science. I'm dropping science. If you were a 5%er, you knew what dropping science meant. I didn't at the time. The dropping science was a 5% nation phrase. Rappers, ask yourself the same question. Why am I best in this profession? Is it because you're scared to step to me, yo? All the things Molly does in the studio. I drop science as if I was Butterfingers. And I know there's not another singer in this lifetime to kick the right rhyme. Cause there's not another rhyme quite like mine. They were simply showing an example of our school system then, where we were almost about to surpass our counterparts, and then suddenly crack hits us. Crack is going crazy, and here we go. This is where we at. We finally made it to where we were intended to get to with the drugs thing and the crack and even though it hit West Coast first, which gave birth to an NWA. It hit the West Coast first, and now it hit the East Coast. And then once it hit us, it's a wrap. People started getting money. Actually, the rappers were imitating the drug dealers that were already on the street. The drug dealers was doing this extravagant shit, and the rappers took the style. Cause we're extraordinaire. For you to beat us, I think that's sort of rare. These rhymes are dope. That's how I transmit. It sounds perfectly so that they can fit. You step into us, you need traction, or you'll be another sucker. Miss it in action. Around the time the real 50 Cent from Brooklyn, who did numerous robberies. This is when this stuff was popping, right? I'm dropping science. I'm dropping science. I'm dropping science. Yeah. I'm dropping science. Tymatic Media. Tymatic Beats. So you know that's Craig G, Molly Mall. Till the crowd begs me to kick the next verse. Your context worse, like all the others. That's why I give respect first. And believe me, I'm never on another. Cause as a member of Cold Chill and Warner Brothers, I do swear to hold this title of rap to be the boldest. I had to go to Cold Chillin' Records one day. I went with Granddaddy IU. I met Tyrone Williams. I didn't understand the shady business workings of the music game. I didn't understand that shit at first when I was 16, 17, maybe 18. And I didn't understand. But when Granddaddy IU introduced me to Tyrone Williams, and then he goes into another office to go deal with the guy he's dealing with. Okay, he goes to deal with the guy he's dealing with, but they take me to Tyrone Williams. And little did I know how the music industry works. Rappers were getting the look of having money. Clothing, car, apartment, but they had no money. This was my first understanding of what was going on. Before Puffy. I could have been on with the RZA and the Jizza and chilling with Cold Chillin' Records and that label. But I saw what y'all did to Rakim and the Genius. Because that's who they were before Jizza and RZA. They were Rakim and the Genius. And they both God Body, 5% Nation. They had knowledge of self. Shout out to my brother, Big Daddy, Granddaddy IU. I done rode around with Granddaddy I numerous times. You know, coming to pick me up, go to the studio, all that shit when I was a kid, you know. And when he came with this, and then I met the guy. He dropped this album, and then I met Granddaddy IU. I actually met the Granddaddy IU. And yo, he took a liking to my flow, man. Took me to Cold Chillin' Records, and I appreciate that experience, man. I appreciate him and that experience. Thank you for that. Shout out to Granddaddy IU, man. And this is one of his toughest hits right here. We all remember Sugar Free. See, I could take you down and talk about all of this as far as this music thing is concerned. Like, I'm kind of assuming. Hold on. Oh, no. Yeah. So, you know, I gotta get this thing up louder. That's one thing I gotta do.
Living my life in the fast lane, partying hard.
This shit is lower than my music, like as far as the sound quality. So I got to fix this up quick.
I ain't with no relationship. It may sound like a diss, but believe me, it's not. Matter of fact, I really like you a lot.
They were definitely dealing with analog music. They were dealing analog. We're messing with the digital age, so we can't.
Lot of freedom. I like to swing. I ain't with no commitment. Parties, ladies, and beer by the shipment. But when I do my thing, you get mad. Call me on the telephone, sounding all sad. Don't mean to hurt your feelings, my dear. But listen here, I'm the Mac of the year. So if you have plans to settle down with me, I guess you just have to be sugar free.
All my sugar's gone. He's gone away.
Now, don't get me wrong. Now, Granddaddy IU stepped outside of the box from Big Daddy Kane. Like, it wasn't the same. Like, Granddaddy IU did make songs about how he got with chicks on some one-night stand shit, you know. Especially, and this was definitely after NWA, so all of the explicit lyrics started to come out from different rappers. So, Granddaddy IU was one of those people that produced some dope music, dope music, you know, but he added that element of just there was a curse here, curse everywhere. MC Light even started cursing in her songs crazy. So, you know, in my opinion, that's just what it was. Like, we limited our level of ignorance in our music, but now in this day and age, ignorance is rewarded, and that it's rampant throughout the hip hop. So, but I guess that's neither here nor there for some people. But I always keep in mind the changes that we've gone through when it comes to this hip hop thing. I've always kept that in mind. So, yeah. So okay. So we listened to Granddaddy IU.
And then kick it on the one, Black, and we don't stop.
I was feeling this dude too. And guess what? He was God Body. He was 5%. He had knowledge of self. He said, for those who know, peace. from Texas, Erykah Badu's baby father, the DOC.
When I hear a bass drum, I gotta get dumble some. Think it's a fable and label me not able to come. Go correct, so I jet back to my room.
Let's
and
go.
invent something to compliment the boom of a kick. Cause I want it all like in Monopoly. The great don't make not a mistake. Make sure it's properly done. Strictly for public satisfaction. So you're in awe when I'm in action. Cause overdue from me to you was a song strong. Bumping the texture, thumping system upon. I deliver something to shiver your peak level. And if you want it deeper, try yo, go get a shovel. Yo, at your pulpit, your speakers rattle. This is all over the world, but without a satellite, that's right. I hype the mic, make it dumb, and Dre is the engineer. Behind the drum.
This is the Diggy Doc, y'all. He was definitely a breath of fresh air. Okay? He was still running along the lines of what a Big Daddy Kane was for me. What a Granddaddy IU was for me. That was DOC. And he repped the NWA camp. Hard body. Coming out of Texas. Okay? And when he let you know that he had knowledge of self, a lot of people didn't pick up on him having knowledge of self. Coming from somewhere else, not California. He had knowledge of self, so he let you know. He exuded knowledge of self when he spit his lyrics. And you can hear that the school system was still intact when DOC was rhyming, yo. Now nobody sounds like this in Texas. Nobody. Okay? Even Rex in Effect was still from Texas, and they were not rapping like, oh, they have to be some southern rappers. They were fucking artists, and they came out representing as artists. Not, you know, I don't want to fucking diss down south. Those are my family too. But they didn't rap like slack-jawed, fucking drugged up motherfuckers. They didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language. Okay, so this is why I respected DOC and his whole shit. You know what I mean?
To make it last a lifetime. In the middle of this mix and my rhyme.
Never been in need. Now the Dre is on the cut.
You may think I think of music, but the speakers coming up. Rolling with the homies in the city, getting dumb. The sound of the D-O to the C and the drum.
So when you say old school and you don't mention DOC, you don't mention Big Daddy Kane, I don't want to hear it. Nobody says Slick Rick at all. Tupac and Biggie, old school. This is what y'all got the kids saying. Old school. They rhyme worse than the old school. And y'all calling them old
when
school.
I was younger, I created the earth out of the Big Bang. The beat dropped, I spit a verse.
But we gonna let this rock.
I do work, y'all need practice. The weight of my verses keeping the planet on an axis.
TYATICBEATZ.
Believe in that you got to
TYATIC
say.
music.
Your verse got heated and
The
moved
Big
90
Bang.
million miles away. You need to send me your location so I can locate your ass and take you out of rotation. The Interstellar on instrumental or acapella. I'm sure money to break a crew up like Rockefeller. You got gun, shoot your own, yeah, that's what you're into. You feeble-minded rappers ain't knowing the war's mental. Knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. A brother is grown, why don't he get up and get his own? So I put it together. I got plans to put the youth on it. Unlike you lying rappers, I'ma spit the truth on it. Cause gangsters always gotta keep it still. And this lack of imagination, cause we always trying to keep it real. So in that case, I'ma show you the relevance of fleas, bees, the trees, the zebras, the elephants. The way I spit it, my G, it's kinda formal. It's time to make happen a wide vocabulary normal. See, it's like this. My vision is rather complex.
I got too much.
People listen and try to box the context, but my verses are universally universal.
I got too much to say on this, man. Too much to say on this hip hop thing. You know? So I came on maybe like 2-3 minutes late. So I'm about to complete this hour for the evening, though. But I do want to thank everybody for tuning in, or everybody that does see these videos. You know, so I want to shout all of y'all out for tuning in and say peace to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I see y'all out there. So we're gonna continue this tomorrow. I think we're gonna continue this tomorrow. So come check me out. You know what I mean?
The mind is God, the body is a temple. People find it hard when you spit it that simple, like. And we out.
TYATIC Media. Ty to God. Peace.